Uh, to some extent, the rest of the world will work with the region also to build redundancy, and the IMEC, the India, Middle East, Europe Economic Corridor, is envisaged as one such initiative. But the third one, which is really interesting, and I cite my own country as an example. Today, our largest oil supplier, little less than 40% is Russia. Our largest gas supply is the United States. And that was not the case till the 28th of February of this year.
Hmm.
The main supplier was Qatar.
True.
So what is happening is the world is also de-risking on the region. People are looking for alternative energy sources and saying, okay, I'm prepared to buy at longer distance, maybe at a higher cost, but there is a greater security about it, predictability about it. So what I see in a way is that the global energy scenario will fundamentally change after this. Now, I'm not unidimensional. I'm not saying, for example, in India's case, our relationship with the Gulf is only about oil. As I said, we have many other factors, including people, talent, skills, business, security of it. But definitely, the way the energy flows were on the 27th of February before this war started, it's going to be significantly different, possibly irreversibly different once this phase is over. So in an interesting way, just like the Ukraine conflict changed the energy flows for this region, what the Iran conflict is going to do is probably change the energy flows for Asia, certainly, possibly for much of the world. Your question on Trump, I was coming to that. Look, it is natural that people would extrapolate from one term to another, but it is also a fact that the second term, the politics of the second term, was significantly different, and I think the politics of that and how America itself and American, sort of institutions and systems have reacted to that has been extrapolated onto the rest of the world. In a sense, the answer is a kind of a yes and a kind of a no. I think what the first term and the run up to the election had shown us was that there would be a very high degree of change. Okay. And you have to kind of acknowledge it, that much of what happened was actually declared in advance. Tariffs, for example. It's just that a world accustomed to its habits did not actually think this would be carried out. This is rhetoric, but it won't become policy, or policy would not become practice. So, in that sense, I would say all of us were braced for a term where there would be very significant departures from the past, even from his first term. But I think probably most of us, I really can't think of anybody who was not, did not probably expect it to be as radical as it turned out to be. Now, some countries and some situations have felt it less. I mean, in our case, for example, we are not an alliance partner, so it didn't impact our security the way it would do to a NATO country or a bilateral treaty partner. There would be, countries who in other areas were all affected, like in tariffs. There would be some countries who are more affected on, say, immigration. So pick the issue and you would get, the world was unevenly impacted. But absolutely, I think all said and done, the world really did not see the intensity of that departure from previous policies in the second term.
Yeah, and Minister, to say, but I guess Donald Trump, as we're just hearing, he's surprised us in many ways, continues to surprise us. And I think one of many states in your region
Act fast.